Hi, I'm Rob Lauer. Welcome to a very special Halloween episode of Portsmouth Now. Halloween's been around since the Middle Ages, and kids here in the U.S. have been trick-or-treating since the late 1800s. But over the past decade, Halloween has gone from being a minor kids' holiday to being the second most popular holiday in the country, right on the heels of Christmas. In fact, according to some polls, adults between the ages of 18 and 30 prefer Halloween to Christmas. Well, here in Portsmouth in October, there are a host of Halloween events. On today's show, we're going to take a look at some of them. So stay tuned to this episode of Portsmouth Now. Welcome to this special Halloween 2012 episode of Portsmouth Now. Over the past few years, Portsmouth has become known as a museum city because of all the museums here, and in no time is that more evident than on the Saturday before Halloween, otherwise known as Museum Madness Day. Recently, I headed over to the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center and the Lightship Portsmouth to find out about some of the events that those museums are sponsoring this year. I'm in front of the old 1846 courthouse. It's on the corner of Court Street and High Street. And this is now the home of the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center. It's a beautiful old antebellum building, but in rainy weather like this and late at night, these spooky columns and all, it can be sort of scary. Now, this is also the epicenter for Museum Madness, which takes place the weekend before Halloween. And I'm joined now by Steve Grunnett, who is vampire?
I'm just a city employee.
Okay,
You're interrupting my lunch.
Okay.
Would you like a bite?
No, thanks.
A wicked witch gave this to me.
Which? Somebody works here?
No, but we will have a witch performing here by the name of Sky Zentz.
Okay, when is that?
On the date you just mentioned.
The Saturday before Halloween Museum Madness. So you're going to tell me all about that.
I am.
So you have a witch performing.
October 27th. From noon to 6 p.m., all the Portsmouth City museums go mad for a day. And visitors can purchase a passport to madness. And I have one of my own right here. It's only $12 per person.
That's pretty cheap to go insane.
And you get to visit all 4 city museums, including the Portsmouth Art and Cultural Center. And that's where we will have the witch Sky Zentz and her band, the Gents, performing from 2:30 to 5:30. But we have other things going on as well, Mr. Lauer.
Oh, really? What would those be?
We're going to offer visitors some art activities that are quite frightful, including decorating pumpkins and designing your own haunted courthouse. Because, of course, you know, this building is inside the old 1846 Norfolk County Courthouse, which is very, very haunted.
With folks like you hanging out here, I believe that. I believe that.
You would better beware.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So.
Be warned. We are also going to be having some pictures that people will be able to have taken of themselves. These are special pictures called ghost pictures.
Wow.
There's going to be a photographer coming this day, and she is a specialist in paranormal photography. And so visitors will be able to have their picture taken as a ghost.
And you've had your picture taken as a ghost.
Yes, I have.
Doesn't seem that big of a stretch, given the way you look right now, but...
Yes. Would you like to see this picture?
But I have, and it's like there's 3 of you in the picture, and you can like see through you, and it's like
because I'm a ghost.
Okay, so now, so ghost pictures, music, decorating pumpkins, making haunted courthouse pictures and things. And then you can also head down to the Children's Museum all day, to the Naval Shipyard Museum, and then over to the Lightship Portsmouth.
Yes, the Fright Ship Portsmouth.
Fright Ship Portsmouth.
Is going to be haunted that day, and you can board and tour this Fright Ship if you dare.
And all this is just $12 a person.
$12 a person from 12 to 5 p.m. right? Excuse me, 12 to 6 p.m.
Yes.
Excuse me. right before the Old Town Safe Trick or Treat from 6 to 8 p.m.
So you can come down here for the whole day and half the night then?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm going to head over to the Fright Ship Portsmouth?
Exactly.
The Lightship, Fright Ship Portsmouth, and have a look around. But thanks for talking to us, and you get back into your coffin or whatever it is you spend your time in. And
I don't like the light of day. This is a nice day. It's nice and cloudy.
yeah, you need to get the little sun though. Maybe a tanning booth or something. Okay.
No.
All right.
I don't like sun.
Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.
I bid you good day, Mr. Lauer.
Bye. Behind me is the Lightship Portsmouth. It's nearly 100 years old and it's full of all sorts of cool things. And on Saturday, October 27th, it's open as part of Museum Madness. Let's head inside and take a look around. Come on. All right, here we are inside the Lightship Portsmouth, and it's weird. It's a little dark in here today. And usually there's somebody to greet you and give you a tour of the ship. Don't see anyone around though. Hello? 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 Hello?
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. You can't come in here. You see, there's a tournament going on. These chuckleheads have been playing I.O. on 2 years now, and neither one of them seems to be able to get ahead. Is there something I can help you with?
Who are you?
I'm a pirate, sir.
Oh, come on. Pirates that dress and talk like that died hundreds of years ago. That means you're a ghost.
Well, I leave that up to you, sir, but you must say I'm a fine-looking man for my advanced age, don't you think?
You're dead.
The winches still like me.
Yeah. So what's happened to the Lightship Portsmouth? What's going on?
On October 27th, the Lightship Portsmouth will become the Fright Ship Portsmouth when the pirates take over.
Okay, and it sounds pretty scary. Fright Ship, I mean, is it?
Oh, it's fine for people of all ages,
So
sir.
little kids?
Oh, yeah, what do you think, Boney? Little kids? Little kids, yes, we love little kids.
Okay, so that's Saturday?
October 27th, from noon till 6 p.m. It's part of the Museum Madness that's going on here in Portsmouth.
And the Lightship Portsmouth becomes the
Fright Ship Portsmouth. Aye, sir, aye.
All right, well, I'm going to be heading on now.
Oh, no, so you don't have to go. You see, I've got the next game here, and it's going to be a while. I need to warm up. Come on, you can take the first turn.
That's all right.
No, please, it's all right. Don't go.
Bye.
Don't go. We have chips.
Rob's very good when he does. Okay. Rob is good.
At the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, there's no shortage of the Halloween spirit. And recently I stopped in to find out what they had in store for Museum Madness. And I'm joined now by Annie, the sports witch.
Yes.
And your real name is Annie Vogt.
Vogt,
And
yes.
you told me, the longest title of anyone here at the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame.
I do. I actually have two roles, so I have two titles. Director of Museum Operations and Executive Director of the Education Foundation.
And you have joined us here today with your
My favorite zombie referee, or football zombie, depending on
football
who's
zombie
doing.
referee. Okay.
Yes.
And then this little guy on the motorcycle, he's sort of creepy looking.
Yeah, well, you know, that's educational.
But that's creepy though. That's
Well, it is a skeleton on a bike, so
Which
you
is
know.
sort of Halloween-esque.
Exactly.
So now what happens during Museum Madness?
Well, for the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, what we're doing for the community is anyone under the age of 17 can get free admission on the 27th and 28th that weekend if they wear a costume.
So just wear a costume, something simple like this,
Yes,
or a mask.
kids free.
And it's usually like $7 to get in
It
here, right?
is, absolutely.
So this is absolutely free. So
Yes.
that's a great idea. So what happens when they get here?
Well, we encourage them to go throughout the entire museum, but we always see the kids upstairs playing basketball, throwing balls, trying to figure out how fast they're, you know.
Measure the speed of
Yes,
your
measure
throw.
the speed, because everything we do here is somewhat interactive, and we like to think educational too.
Okay, so any other special activities going on that day, or just coming in and playing in the museum, having a great time?
Coming in, playing in the museum. If you forget a mask or something, we'll probably have a mask station out front.
That's
so.
good to know.
Yeah.
All right, and what hours is that?
The museum is open from 10 until 5 on Saturday and from 1 until 5 on Sunday. And then we're also going to participate in trick-or-treating from 6 until 8 right on High Street.
Okay, so it's a full day.
It is a full day.
Okay, so be sure to wear your costumes and stop in at Virginia Sports Hall of Fame and get in for free on Museum Madness weekend. The highlight of Museum Madness on Saturday, October 27th is safe trick-or-treating in Old Town Portsmouth. This event takes place in the evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on High Street between Effingham and Water Street. When we return, we'll take a look at some of the other ghostly events taking place in Old Town. Stay tuned.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Turn here. There. Excuse me.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to Portsmouth Now. What's Halloween without ghosts and ghost stories? For over 30 years, the Old Town Ghost Walk has been sending chills up and down the spines of thousands of visitors. And this year, the chills continue. I'm standing on the corner of North and Middle Street in Old Town. Old Town, as you know, is full of historic homes, and many of them have associated with them ghost stories and ghosts. Well, I'm joined by Jeanette Rainey and by Marshall Butts, and they are both associated with the Old Town Ghost Walk. Now, this has been going on for years. What is the Old Town Ghost Walk? Or ghost walking around? What is it exactly?
You.
Me?
I don't know what
You tell him.
It's a community effort played by members of the community to have fun and make money to support the community in several different ways.
Okay, so this is not run by the city itself. This is...
No.
Correct. The Old Town Ghost Walk is a series of at least 16 stories. Patrons can expect to arrive at the ticket booth and then walk through the neighborhood and hear ghost stories that are authentic to that house.
So they're true ghost stories?
They are true ghost stories for that house. So when you walk in front of the house, hear the ghost story, that is what the owner experienced, and that is what we are retelling.
Okay, now you've been doing this since the very beginning.
Yes.
And this has been going for how many years now?
Since Noah's BC, as a matter of fact.
BC.
32 years.
And you've been with it for 32 years?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so what house do you
I do the Maupin House on Port Street.
The Maupin House?
Yeah.
And do you want to tell us anything about that?
Well, William Maupin owned it. He had two daughters, one of whom is living in New York City. The other passed away some years ago. William Maupin was a lawyer. He married his nurse at one time years ago, and his mother built the house, and the Ghost Walk is about her.
Okay. So, are there any like Civil War ghost stories?
What Civil War?
Well, that would be the little skirmish from 1861 to 1865.
You mean in this country? Mm-hmm. Well, there was no Civil War in this country. Never
okay, so what was it called then?
It was a war between two separate nations.
Okay.
Yeah, not a civil war. It's okay. It doesn't take as long to say Civil War, but if you're going to write a piece about it,
do it right.
So, are there Civil War, or I'm sorry, are there ghost stories from the war between the states?
I have no idea.
You don't?
But if you look me in the eye one more time, I'll say if you come to the Ghost Walk, you'll find some.
Okay, so if you come to the Ghost Walk, you'll find out some of the stories from the war between the states.
Yeah.
Okay, so now where does the Ghost Walk start? I mean, is there a starting point?
Yep, the Ghost Walk starts at Trinity Episcopal Church.
Which is the oldest church in Portsmouth.
Oldest church in Portsmouth. It's at the intersection of High Street and Court Street. People can find out ticket information at portsmouthghostwalk.com. You can purchase tickets in advance. There are several different locations throughout Hampton Roads and Portsmouth. And if they have any questions and would like someone to call them back, they can call the Ghost Walk hotline.
Okay, and who answers that? Is that
Me? Yes.
Well,
I might give the phone to Marshall.
Okay, and they'll get an earful.
Exactly. Well,
And next time, what?
well, we won't know what to expect.
Next time, one butt is enough.
Right. Yes.
One little note about my house. First time I did it, I wore my own suit of tails. Well, nobody noticed, so that's why I decided to wear this rag for
Well,
this shoot.
it actually looks very stylish. I mean, purple is the new power color for ties.
Well, and you keep something long enough, it is back in style.
Yeah. So you could be starting a new trend. Now, I'm really interested. Now, the Civic League, this is their biggest money maker for the year.
Yes.
Okay. What does that money go to once you've raised it from the Ghost Walk? What types of things does it spend on?
Throughout the year, the Old Town Civic League does several different fundraisers, but the Old Town Ghost Walk has proved to be the most successful. And money goes right back into the neighborhood. So as someone walking through Old Town, you may appreciate the flowers or the beautified parks, and that is not something that the city provides for the neighborhood. That is something the neighbors actually raise funds to do and keep the neighborhood and community beautiful and attract people to Portsmouth. That's kind of what we do.
Well, that's great. That's great to know that. Okay, well, so
Excuse me, that's a great tree back there. Could you turn that thing around so the audience
you're
can
much
see
more
it?
interesting than the tree.
Well,
Now, in case it rains like it's raining now,
yes.
Is the Ghost Walk? Is there a rain date? Is it postponed? Canceled?
The Old Town Ghost Walk goes.
Come rain or come shine.
Exactly.
Happy together, unhappy together.
We have
now
yet to
won't
cancel a ghost walk because of any rain delays. And if anyone has any questions that night, if it sprinkles a little bit, they can call the Ghost Walk hotline and we'll let you know that it's still on, because in 32 years, we haven't called the show.
Okay, so there you have it. Rain or shine, come out to the Old Town Ghost Walk.
I feel like I'm watching an indoor tennis match. Listen.
The Old Town Ghost Walk won't be your only chance to encounter ghosts in Portsmouth this Halloween season. In fact, this year there is a brand new haunted house in Old Town at the New Colony Theater. And I'm joined now by someone who claims to be Susan Winston.
I am.
And her pet spider. And her friend.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to tell us about this new haunted house.
I am.
Okay.
The Virginia Youth Symphony is sponsoring a haunted house at the New Colony Theater. It's going to be from 6 to 8 on October 26th, 27th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. And it's going to be really scary, but a lot of fun.
So this is in the old Colony Theater that has now been taken over by the Virginia Youth Symphony.
That's right.
Okay, are the kids are they involved in this? Are their parents helping with it?
Absolutely. The young musicians and their parents and some other teenage volunteers are coming in to help make this the best haunted house we have ever done. And those of you who were there last year know that last year was terrific. This one's going to be different, but it's going to be even better.
And you maybe will have a little bit of a doctor hospital theme because the old colony used to be a hospital a century ago?
It was. After World War I, the theater was conscripted as a hospital for returning wounded. So we think the spirits of some of those people still inhabit the theater and will be with us for the haunted house.
That is cool. Now, this is 5 nights of a haunted house, right?
Yes.
But there is a 6th night of events going on that Sunday. And what is that?
That's going to be the most exciting night of all. That's the Virginia Youth Symphony Orchestra concert. This is our 3rd annual Halloween concert. And while the symphony only plays professional level music, it's going to be excellent music with a scary tone to it.
So what does scary tone mean?
Well, we're doing Mussorgsky's Night on Bald Mountain.
Okay.
We're doing the Mozart 25, which is minor keyed and pretty eerie. In honor of our friends here, we're doing music from the movie Spider-Man.
Okay.
We'll be doing John Williams' Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Cool.
And Berloit's March to the Scaffold.
That sounds ominous.
So it should be a very ominous and fun evening. The musicians will be dressed in costume, and the theater will be decorated.
Okay, so now for the concert, what are the ticket prices for that?
Tickets are $15 general admission, and $10 for military, seniors, and kids under 12, and spiders.
Okay, and what is the admission for the haunted house?
Oh, now the haunted house is very expensive because, you know, there's a lot involved with it. It's $3 a ticket.
But the dead don't really charge that much to come in there and perform, I guess,
Well,
do
thank
they?
goodness. Yeah, their union is very reasonable.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so $3 for the haunted house, $15 for the Sunday night Halloween concert.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun, Susan.
It is.
Thanks for joining us, and
thank you.
Thank you for standing there. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to look at another brand new Halloween event taking place this year in Portsmouth. So stay tuned.
The pain will not control us. It will never break us, define us, or keep us still. Because arthritis can't beat us if we beat it first. In the fight against arthritis, you need a weapon. What's yours? Visit the Arthritis Foundation at fightarthritispain.org.
Today is a special day. Today we gather as a nation and as an international community to recognize the selfless decision of one of the most influential women of our time. She's been recognized by religious figures and politicians around the world. To us, she's just Rachel. But to the rest of the world, she's the woman who, after having one too many drinks, chose not to drive home buzzed. Here today to honor Rachel is the family whose lives she spared.
Welcome back to this special Halloween episode of Portsmouth Now. Port Norfolk is one of the city's oldest historic neighborhoods. It's filled with 2- and 3-story Victorian homes, the perfect hangout for ghosts. So it's no wonder the folks in the neighborhood really get caught up in the holiday spirit, decorating their homes for Halloween. This year, they're launching a brand new event. I'm joined by Matt Hartman, who is one of those in charge of a brand new Halloween-themed event here in Portsmouth. Welcome, Matt.
Thank you.
So what is this event called?
It's the Booyah 5K and Little Monsters Fun Run.
Great. And
it's Sunday, the 28th of October, in the historic neighborhood of Port Norfolk. It will start and end both at Fountain Park, and it should be a great time for everybody.
So you come out and you can come dressed.
Come out in your Halloween outfit. We're going to have a costume contest. We're still lining the judges up for that. We will have a judge Halloween costume contest with various prizes, and yeah, I mean that's part of it.
Okay, and now Port Norfolk is known for its historic homes.
Yep.
And there's the big mansion on Maryland.
Yeah, the Maryland mansion they have. He's I mean, always does that for every holiday, but this year I drove by this morning and he building something out front, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. It looks pretty cool.
So these great old Victorians decorated, and then people in costumes racing through their Sunday morning.
Running through the streets Sunday morning. I mean, hopefully everybody in the neighborhood knows, and we won't be freaking too many people out with it.
And you said that there was a church that might get involved with it?
Yeah, we've had a great response from the churches in the neighborhood. One of them is they're getting people together to run the 5K in choir robes. So yeah, I mean, we've had a really great response from the neighborhood, and to benefit the food bank Hampton Roads, we'll be doing a food drive there, Pack the Truck. People that bring food donations get raffle tickets for various prizes. We've got some gift cards to local restaurants, as some of them. All that food will stay in Hampton Roads, in the city of Portsmouth.
Okay, so there's also a, let me see, there's you're doing something collecting costumes for kids?
Yeah, we've got a Halloween costume trunk that we'll have where we're trying to gather up gently used Halloween outfits for kids that wouldn't be able to have an outfit otherwise.
So people can donate their old Halloween costumes.
Exactly.
That's great. Now, what time is this again?
The fun run starts at 8:30 in the morning and the 5K at 9. We have the park through noon with various other events and vendors that will be there through the day. We'll plan on having some food trucks, and Bayside Harley's bringing their demo trailer for the adults, and various kids activities.
Okay, and if people want to sign up, do they just show up, or should they give you a call?
We prefer to register online through our website, booyah5k.com. There's a link that'll take you through all the steps, and that way we have a head count and can go ahead and have your packet together when you show up. Race day, we'll be there at 7 a.m. Registering and passing out race packets.
It sounds like a great fun. Good luck with it, and hopefully it'll become an annual event here.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. These are just a few of the many Halloween events taking place in Portsmouth throughout October. To find out about all of them, simply log on to www.portsvaevents.com. Then come to Portsmouth, check us out, where if you give us a few hours, we'll help give you a great Halloween. I'm Rob Lauer. Have a safe and happy Halloween. I'll see you next time on Portsmouth Now.